Okay. I know you can't see this. So basically it says that two planes are 1,780 miles apart. So it says in the question that they're 1,780 miles apart. Okay. And it says here in this question that they differ by 40 miles an hour. So their speeds differ by 40 mph, 40 miles per hour. And they're going to pass each other in 2 hours, hopefully at different altitudes. So unlike the people that's moving across country, if this is plane 1, and then this is plane 2, I'm going to draw this red line longer because it's traveling faster, so it covers more ground. So what we do know is that I don't particularly know how far each one of those people have gone, but I do know a total from here to here is a total of 1,780 miles. I don't know what this blue distance is. I don't know what this red distance is. But I know if I add the two distances together, you get 1,780. Okay? And the distance in blue here is equal to rate times time. Right? That's what D equals RT is what this is all based off of. Well, if we call this the slow plane, I'm just going to call that a rate of R. But on the fast plane, I'm going to call it R plus 40 because it's going faster. Does that make sense? Make sense so far? Well, I'm not done yet because I got to put time. D equals RT is distance equals rate times time. These two guys this is the rate of both planes. This is the slow rate and this is the fast rate. I don't know what they are, but I know that one's 40 miles an hour faster. That's why I put one as R. You're always going to have something as R and something as like R plus or R minus. Because I could have wrote this guy as R, the red one, and said R minus 40, as in it was going slower. One of these, and I will tell you, I usually don't say always very often, but always one of these guys are going to be an R. Okay. Then the other thing I know is that in 2 hours they pass each other. So it took 2 hours for them to meet right here. So they both traveled for 2 hours. So I can put 2 hours for both of them, times 2 and times 2. Does that make any more sense? Drawing a picture out like that a little bit? I don't know. I mean, I tried setting up a table when I done it. Setting up. I got lost. Yeah.
I probably was getting the R plus 40 and
that.
all
Okay. So the guy that goes faster travels farther. But anyways, you're going to get an R plus 40 and an R, and then both of them get 2s. You know, if this changed to 5 hours, both of them get 5s. If this changes to 60, one of them gets a plus 60, and it goes with the R. Okay. So you can't set these equal because these aren't equal distances. But you can say if I add the two distances, I get 1,780. Right? If I take the blue distance and I add that to the red distance, right? If I add the two distances together, if you don't have different colors, they'd say D1 and D2. Is what they would normally say. But I do know if I add those together, I get 1,780. So I can't do anything with this. So I'm going to replace the blue with R2, and this over here with the red with R plus 40 times 2. I'm going to replace them. So that blue D becomes, can I write it 2R instead of R2? It's the same way, right? If you multiply it either way.
Can you write 2 and then put everything else in parentheses and distribute the 2?
Yeah, you could. You could do it like that. Let me
write
write.
Equals 1,780. That way you just have one kind of.
Yeah, you could do that. You can want to do that. What am I doing? 1,780. You can do what you're talking about. Okay, so if I distribute this to, here I'm just going to use one color now. Okay, I'll use black. It's all coming together now. Nice and bright. So 2R, and this would be plus 2R plus 80 equals 1780. So far, so good. At this point, we're just solving one of these little equations like we've been doing. So you got 4R plus 80 equals 1780. And what would you do? Subtract 80? Okay, so 4R is equal to 1700. Now you divide by 4. So, somebody help me out. 1700 divided by 4. 425. That went with the blue plane, right? Which was the slow. It was the slow. This R is the slow plane. So that means the fast plane was R plus 40, right? Oops. So it's 465. And there would be your two answers. The process never changes. It's always going to be D plus D equals 1780. You're always going to add the two guys away, and you're always going to be doing it like this. These numbers will change, but the process won't.